We're going to really quickly look at how to use the Mastering Chemistry tool to be able to set up molecules. So I've got the box that shows up when you're trying to draw things like Lewis structures. Now, I'm not going to draw the molecule it's asking me for. It's NH3. I'm instead just going to show you how to do a few specific things. So to start with, you can place your starting atom for any molecule you're working with by choosing it down here at the bottom where my cursor is. There's also this More button here. It'll bring up a full periodic table in case your atom's not available. So I'm going to say I wanted to start with a carbon. So what I do is I literally just press a button, and that makes a carbon atom. So that's my start. Now, let's say that I wanted to make a carbon bonded to another carbon. I'm going to make something where there's not just one central atom. The reason for this is I want to show you how to do things like double and triple bonds. So if I'm going to bond it to another atom, I'm going to place a carbon, let's say here. And I want to connect those two. On the top up here, you have these lines. So for example, this one here that's a single line, it will let me hold on the carbon, and I can draw a connection to it, and it will bond. And now I have a CC bond. I could also instead, let's say I wanted to make a double bond. I can instead draw the line between them, and I have a double bond instead of a single bond. Now let's say it's connected to a series of hydrogen atoms that I want to single bond it to. One option is, now that I've got hydrogen selected and I have the single bond, I can click on the atom I want to bond it to and just draw it out, and it'll put a hydrogen at the end of it. So I want 2 hydrogens, and then I want 2 hydrogens. Now, so far, I haven't done anything with lone pairs, but this shows you how to do single bonds, double bonds, triple bonds are similar. It's just the same way I did a double bond. But let's say I also need to deal with lone pairs. Let's say I had another molecule. Let's just draw water. Now, you shouldn't answer with more than one thing here. Oh, it drew 2 of these because I had the bond still selected, so I'm going to unselect this, and I'm going to erase those. So if I don't have a bond selected, it'll just draw 1 atom. So I just want to draw 1 oxygen at first. That's my middle atom. And now I've got a bond, and I want to bond it to 2 hydrogen atoms. So I'll draw 2 hydrogens here. Now I have that. Now I also need 2 lone pairs in this oxygen. So over here, towards the bottom, I've got a single electron or a double. So I'm going to put pairs of electrons. I put a pair, then I click again, and I put 2 pairs. So now there are 2 lone pairs, and I'll scroll in, zoom in a bit. See, you can see there's 2 lone pairs on it, and now there's 2 hydrogens bonded to it. Now, in this case, obviously, I've actually drawn 2 molecules. Don't do that. That's a problem. I don't think any of the problems ask you to draw more than 1 in a box. Just draw the molecule you're looking for. This should cover almost everything. The one other thing I can think of is we haven't mentioned how to deal with if there's a charge on it. If there's a charge, we need to draw some brackets around it. So I selected the bracket tool. If I just click it, it puts a set of brackets around here. And then I can do something like put down here like a negative or positive charge. Let's say it had a negative charge. I click there, and it's got a negative now. I accidentally put 2 of them. Or 2, where I click again, and it goes to 3. And if I'm ever unhappy with something, I can just click on the erase tool, and that'll erase it. So I can also do positives. Positive 1, click again, positive 2, click again, positive 3. Go back and erase it. There we go. So that's how you use this tool to set up different types of Lewis structures and to draw different molecules. That should cover everything I think we'll need to deal with in this course for it.